All right, step 5, we're almost done. Step 5 is the rewards section, okay? And so we're gonna go back to a video game example really quickly, okay? So at the beginning, when you start a video game, especially a video game that has like a level progression, which is really what we're sort of emulating, you start out, your character has nothing and can do nothing. And so everything in the world is a legitimate threat to the life of your character. And so like you're wearing plain clothes, you have like a stick, and your character can't do anything special at all. And then you go out, you quest and adventure, and one of the things that the game does is as you play and get better at the game, it gives you rewards that make the game easier, that allow you to accomplish your next task or beat the next boss or go to the next level or whatever. Cell phone games do this exact same thing. And so every cell phone game you've ever been addicted to, the method, the way that it works, is you start out with very, very little you can do. And then it shows you all the ways that you can use that as a tool, okay? And so whether it's something like Clash of Clans or whatever, where you sort of lay out a city and then your city can do certain things and different resources and stuff that you manage, all right? Or if it's Candy Crush, where like you can connect certain things, and then once you've connected them a certain way, you clear the board, you go on to the next board, okay? And so it feeds you easy success at the beginning, which is one of the rewards, and it also then later on rewards you with special things that you can do. And that might be, in the example of Clash of Clans, like you get a fancier unit that can do more damage, or a fancy building that does something special. In the example of like Candy Crush, they introduce a way for you to create more powerful combinations and more powerful matches that have special effects, okay? Angry Birds does the exact same thing. Like it starts out easy and then it gets harder and harder and harder, but you get a more complicated toolbox that you can solve your problems with, okay? And so we want to approach rewards understanding that what makes rewards work in a video game is setting you up for success and helping you maintain momentum, okay? A real life example. So if somebody wants to take up running, okay, something that a lot of people do is they go out and they spend ton of money on wardrobe and shoes and socks and all kinds of stuff. They spend a lot of money up front before they've ever run once. And then after they've spent this money, well, now they don't know if they're actually going to run. They don't know if they're going to be consistent. They don't know if they're going to like it. And this brings us back to something I said at the very beginning, which is we want to have minimum startup cost on any of this stuff. So if you're going to start running, really the only thing you need to do is buy a good pair of shoes. A good pair of shoes is important. If you're going to run, you want to set your body up for success, and having a pair of new running shoes that are going to take care of your feet and take care of your joints is a legitimately important piece of being able to do that successfully. Now you start running. You don't have to run a lot. It's not like you've got to do 5 miles a day out the gate, but you start running. And whatever that target is, you can use one of the Couch to 5K apps. There's a lot of different really cool running apps out there, whether there's the zombie survival ones and all kinds of stuff. Whichever one you use, awesome, okay? But after you've used it successfully, then after you've demonstrated, oh, this is something that I'm going to do, you can reward yourself by getting things that help you maintain momentum and help you accomplish future goals. And so after 2 weeks of running consistently, maybe your reward is you get a set of headphones that are a little bit more sweat resistant, that are going to survive longer and better, because 2 weeks of running consistently, if you're just using the headphones that came with your phone, they might already be on their last legs. They might already be toast. You might be on your second set of headphones already. It just sort of depends. If you sweat like me, you might burn out a pair of regular headphones every time you sweat. And so that might be a good reward, or a second running outfit or a third running outfit, kind of depending on where you are. You want your rewards to help you maintain momentum. And so being thoughtful about what rewards help support your goals and support your skills is really important. okay? Using the Japanese language thing as an example, if I went out and dropped $500 on like the very, very top end Rosetta Stone thing before I've done everything, before I've done anything, before I've consistently been able to make progress, I'm not putting myself in a good position to be successful. I've spent a lot of money in one go, and in a way I'm sort of gambling on being able to be committed to it, and that doesn't demonstrate anything. And so having a less expensive way to be able to get started, to work some to work on some consistency, to make a time for it, to make a space for it, to then build on the skills, that's where I want to be. Not only is that going to be more financially responsible, it also then puts it on me to be accountable and to be disciplined in using what I say I want to do. Okay? And so for your questers, rewards could take all kinds of shapes and sizes. If one of the things that they want to get better at is cooking, well, rewards could come in the shape of cookbooks or special ingredients or other things. You know, if one of the things that they want to do is become a better artist or do more drawing, same kind of thing. Like the reward could take the shape of, well, here's some extra pencils. Like, let's start with the lowest that we can start with. So we get a sketchbook and some pencils, and then the next step might be some more pencils, or might be some markers, or, you know, something that then lets them do something more with the skills they've already been polishing up. Okay? And so that's how you want the reward discussion to go. A reward needs to help you maintain momentum on your goals. It also needs to be more than just a bribe. Okay? And so a bribe is more along the lines of, all right, here's this cookie. Okay? A reward might be, well, we took the time to find the right recipe for a cookie that, you know, we're going to make together. We planned out our grocery list. We planned out what we're going to shop for. We found out where we need to go to get those things. Then we made the time to do it. And then we spent an evening making these cookies, baking these cookies. And then with a giant pile of cookies, package some of those up to give to friends as a thanks for being our friends kind of a gift. And so then this works on a whole bunch of different skills simultaneously that might not even be on their list, with the planning and the sort of connection to community and all that kind of stuff. Okay? And so the rewards discussion is the most important part of all of this, because if we whiff on the rewards, then it's very difficult to get them started with the self-discipline, and so then it's very difficult for them to stay invested. And we've got to keep them invested if we're going to gain enough momentum and get them doing this for a long enough period of time that we make some hay with it. All right? So take your time with this. Same thing. Don't dominate the conversation, okay? But, you know, be like learn about what's going to work as motivation, and figure out what's going to be appropriate as rewards for what their goals are and the skills they want to get at and all those kind of things. All right? The next step, we're going to talk about experience and all the rules for level up your summer. All right? Here we go.